Love you.
So, welcome to our third annual Poetry Slam here at Mount Vernon High School. It's a good thing we can celebrate. Just give yourself a Pretty amazing. In a few short years, we have a culture of poetry, both poetry readers and writers and performers. That's pretty amazing. My name is Fischer, and I'm an English teacher here at Mount Vernon High School, and I will be your MC this evening. So I'll introduce the night and introduce our performers as they come up the show. This event is put on by the students in the Poetry Club. The students in tonight's poetry performances have made it through a very competitive audition process and represent all different grade levels of the best poets in our school. They are excited to perform their original, self-written poems to you this evening. Here's a little explanation of how the evening will work. The competition will work like this. There will be 2 competitive rounds. Each student will perform 1 poem in round 1. We will have 11 students performing in that round. There are 5 guest judges who will be scoring the students on the following categories: the originality and creativity of the piece, the performer's physical presence, the emotional appeal of the poem, and the performer's voice and articulation. After the scores are tallied from round 1, the top 5 performers from round 1 that receive the highest scores will then move on to round 2. The student with the highest score will then be crowned, it's an appropriate verb choice, the MVHS Grand Slam winner. The winner will receive a cash prize, and the total, I'm told by Ms. Taheri, is $105. Not 104, not 103, $105, along with a gift bag filled with other goodies. In the event of a tie, the performer with the highest scores in each individual rubric category will be crowned the winner. There will be a short intermission between round 1 and 2 where some celebrity guests will read their poems. This is also the time when you may take a break or use the restroom if you need. And as a side note, we'll just ask that once the round 1 begins and our performers begin to share their poems, if you could limit the exiting of the auditorium for any reason until the intermission, that would be great, so we can limit any interruptions. And I will also do an initial request that we will ask you as well to, at this time, please turn off all cell phones and devices. It may seem like it's quiet, but I can tell you that I can tell those of you right now that are on your phones because your face is glowing. Okay, so I understand some of you might be doing some video and things on that as well. So, but if we could limit the use of devices to keep our contestants focused, that would be wonderful as well. So I'd like to welcome and introduce our judges for the evening. So over here in this corner of our auditorium, in the dark front row, stage right, I guess, we have these judges judging our evening. We have Nicole Preston, Kelsey Snyder, Mr. Colin Smith, Ms. Stacy Lewis, and Mr. Tom Stern. Nicole and Kelsey, I'm sorry that you weren't also a miss as well, but I'll put that on the board. We also need an unbiased student volunteer from the audience who wants to judge a poetry slam. So at this time, who wants to be a guest judge? All right, I don't even know. I'm gonna go dead center right there, right here. Okay, so that's only because you sat in the heart of the room. So who's our guest judge? What is your name? Crystal Smith. Crystal Smith, would you please stand up? Give Crystal Smith an applause. Crystal Smith, you need to go to this side of the auditorium because you have now moved up in social class to become one of the teachers. So it's almost like hanging out in the staff lounge if teachers did that. So Crystal Smith will now be one of our judges. So thank you, Crystal. Reminders to audience, if you hear something you like, at the end of a performance, please clap, shout, whistle, throw yourself onto the stage briefly, tattoo the performer's name onto your forehead, maybe with a removable ink, or anything else you can do to show your support. We encourage you to encourage our poets who have prepared hard to make their poems a memorable experience. So again, at this time, if you would please silence or turn off your cell phones and limit any usage to maybe video and recording a favorite performance. I'll give you a chance to do that. Let's take it quiet. And finally, please remember that although this is a competition for poetry, we realize that's ridiculous. Making poetry a competition All of the students are winners simply for having the guts to participate. It takes a lot of courage to get up here and share something from the heart and the soul and the mind. So let's give So are we ready to hear some original work?